If the amount of money that you have can force the DNC to change their rules, but the DNC would not change their rules for Cory Booker, Julian Castro, Kamala Harris, that is an actualization of power. And we all know how I feel about billionaires. I don't think that in a place where 60% of Americans can't even, make more than $40,000 a year, that the presence of a billionaire who largely makes their money off of businesses underpaying their workers like Walmart, like Amazon, like so on, should exist.
She does. She has an economics degree and learned nothing, apparently. She does not understand how business works. I left out that there was a pretty good moment last night when Bloomberg got to say, who else on the stage has started a business? Of all the Democrat candidates, the answer is none of them. They're all just politicians. They're all completely invested in one thing only, the brand of me. I, me, my. That is where those Democrats come down when you look at their background, their experience in the private sector. They think private sector is be in office for 20 years and then have somebody ghostwrite a book about what you did in office for 20 years and go give fancy speeches that somebody else wrote for you at $100,000 a pop. I mean, that's technically the private sector, but it doesn't give you any actual knowledge of how to thrive and operate in the private sector. AOC, I keep saying we're going to be talking more about the youth of the Democratic Party or the younger end of it, Gen Z, Gen Y, Gen X. And millennials, obviously, I left millennials out. The younger end of the Democratic Party is the more radical end. And we would like to believe that as they pay more taxes and learn more as they get older, they'll become at least more moderate, if not more conservative. I'm not sure, given the way that the structure around them is being set up right now, the left-wing the left-wing takeover of much of corporate culture that has gone on now, and certainly the left-wing takeover of Hollywood and of the news media, they're churning out people that are going to institutions that, I talked to people that went to my college, for example, when it was all male, which was as recently as the 1980s. And there was still it was a liberal place. All colleges are a little bit liberal, whatever. But there was still some sense of traditional values and norms that would come across. There are more professors that would share those feelings. Now these places, colleges, universities, high schools, public schools, they are indoctrination centers for armies of little socialists who mouth platitudes like AOC does that she has no idea. If a business just becomes rich by underpaying its workers, then all businesses would just underpay all their workers. And, no workers would stay with them and they wouldn't make any money. I mean, she has no understanding of wages and what prices are, that prices are set by the market, by individuals making free choices about what they want to do, and that the only information we have to understand where those prices should be are set by the market. Otherwise, it's just people throwing darts at a board with disastrous results. She does not understand that. Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.